Part of the federal government's transformation agenda speaks about empowering the youth for self-sufficiency. What does this mean exactly?
Yeah.
When you talk about self-sufficiency for the youth, what are some of the programs envisioned under this?
Yeah, the vision of the transformation agenda of President Goodluck Jonathan is to ensure that the Nigerian youth are empowered and they imbibed entrepreneurship for self-sufficiency, not only sufficiency in terms of, but to be self-reliant, socially and responsibly also. So that's why the transformation agenda of Mr. President focusing on the Nigerian youth largely is to the government could create a conducive environment and a platform for the youth to discover themselves, to discover their talents emotionally, physically, for the overall development of the nation at the end of the day. These programs are articulated, and the program that are articulated for youth development is geared to create opportunities for them to be also involved in decision-making process. This includes creation of, or rather establishment of various youth development centers across the country, upon which where facilitation will be made for skills acquisition,
right.
moral counseling.
Let me step in here, Honorable Minister. That part about capacity building and providing the skills for the youth, are there any specific initiatives about even those capital initiatives to bring that sufficiency you talk about?
Yes, this cut across several sectors. In agriculture, the target minimally for this year is to create about 30,000 jobs in agriculture and supporting the use for agricultural activities so that they will be engaged in agriculture. They can have some capital to start agricultural activities in various locations in the country. The government have appropriated a large sum amount of money for that purpose in agricultural sector. The small and medium entrepreneurship scheme, also have a platform for the Nigerian youth where provisions have been made for them to establish small and medium enterprises.
And about small and medium enterprises, the youth enterprise with innovation in Nigeria, or YUWIN, is one of those highlight schemes. Tell us about this.
Yeah, this YUWIN is a motivation by the federal government under President Jonathan to energize the Nigerian youth who have some initiatives, who have some focus, so that those initiatives will be supported by certain funds from the federal government to support them to start something meaningful, which in turn is expected at the end of the day, those entrepreneurs, those youth will also employ other colleagues.
How are you trying to get the youth involved in part of the decision-making process? Because like in many other parts of the continent, the youth in Nigeria appear to be very detached from the government.
Yeah, there are so many platforms for that purposes. One of which is the Youth Parliament, which was initiated in 2008. And also, we are trying to resuscitate so many youth-based youth-based associations and clubs, like the Boy Scout, Girls Guide, Boys Brigade, and other associations that are youth-based, which will stimulate the morale and of the youth and imbibe the spirit the spirit of responsibility and responsiveness, and also service to community and humanity.
All right.
This, which hitherto were in existence in Nigeria, and which their degeneration or lack of them gave room for other vices that the youth are indulged into, like cultism and dealing in narcotics.